Shout out to the LDBC, LinkedIn basketball community. So this quick video this afternoon, I want to talk about the state of the NBA. I'm not good with it. I'm not cool with where the NBA headed these days. You know, guys are not buying in on the defensive end of the floor. You know, they're just on one side. Whereas when I used to watch the NBA when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't even a question, even the early 2000s, when Kobe was making an impact. It wasn't even a question whether or not somebody was going to play defense or not. It's like coaches didn't have to go out of their way to convince players that they needed to play on both ends of the basketball court. Something we did. When I played, playing basketball coming up, we played defense. What's happening, Ted? I see. Because you coach them will hold you accountable. You don't want to play on both sides of the court. Now you go sit on the bench. You come sit with me until you get your mind right. This is two sides of the court game. You don't like it, go play football when you only have to play on one side of the ball. But in basketball, you don't get your behind back on defense. Okay, you got a dunk. You got a nice three, nice mid-range. Threes wasn't that big when I was doing it. It's mostly mid-range. If you found some guys that could shoot threes, it was nice. But if you make a good shot on one end, get a nice little assist, and get back on the other end of the floor and play defense. Looking at a game now where these guys are making so much money, man. They get paid all this money, and they don't feel like they need to play defense. It's becoming a lost art. When I start thinking about some of the greatest defenders, like guys like, of course, Michael Jordan is the greatest ball player of all time. Also, one of the greatest defenders. That's why he repeatedly kept winning Defensive Player of the Year. Kobe was a great defender. Patrick Ewing was great. Elijah Wan was great. Joe Dumars, some of the smaller guards. Dennis Rodman, to me, is the greatest defensive player that ever played the game, as well as these guys. They just Kareem, all them guys. Wilt, that's even before the era when I was watching. But it wasn't even a question as to whether if you go all the way back to the days of Bill Russell. These guys, him and Wilt careers kind of overlapped each other. The guys they didn't question. It wasn't a question as to whether or not you were going to play defense. Guys they just bought in and they went out basketball. They played on both ends of the floor without the max contract, without the low wage. These guys, it wasn't nothing for these guys to go out there and play 82 games because they love the game of basketball. And the game of basketball required them to play on ends of the floor. So it never was a question as to whether or not. Just the thought of you don't play defense. Only time you didn't play defense when I was growing up, I watched it when I played, is let's just say I got knocked over, I got roughed up on one end of the floor, fall down, I come up hobbling or whatever, and I can't get back fast enough. And then on the other end they get a 4-on-1 break, or 5-on-4, because I'm back hurt trying to get up, not be like Ron James and guys like that who could repeatedly complain to the referee because they can't get their way about a meaningless foul, and then you wonder why the Lakers are barely beating teams. Like this under 500, the worst team in the league, and barely beat them. That ain't what I'm talking about. Because those guys y'all talking about how great LeBron James is. I'm gonna tell you something. There's one reason why LeBron James appears why he got a lot of y'all fooled. Yeah, cherry picking, man. You ain't right. You right, Ted. The reason why LeBron James is what y'all think he is, why he looks to be something, because he only plays on one of the. I'd be well rested too if I didn't guard nobody. You walking back, everybody else walking back. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of things, man. Y'all better miss me with this, man. Yeah, I would look that good at age 42 if I only played on one end of the floor. You ain't put no forth, no effort. You don't have no miles. Well, you got a lot of miles on him. Well, what was the last time he defense? He had a lot of miles on it back then, but he's not. See, y'all guys like that got y'all fooled. James Harden, they played day in his life. And y'all wonder why these guys, all he do is come across half court, just like Damian Lillard, don't play no defense and is jacking up threes. Yeah, standing in the half court, that's all they doing, man. Begging for the ball, want a spectacle, make their numbers get stacked, pad their stats. LeBron James doing this stage in his career. that bad. He's that bad. Damian Lillard, all them guys, man, them guys ain't playing no defense, man. But I bet when the guys that we used to always laugh at what's his name, Dominique Wilkins, because Dominique Wilkins didn't never play no defense. And that's the thing. That's what he was known for. That was his thing. You know, it was still wrong, you know, to have Dominique Wilkins as one of my all-time greats, because he didn't defend. You know what I'm saying? He said like if Dominique scored 50, the man he's guarding scored 60. Because he didn't play. He didn't play. Allen Iverson tried. He just too little, man. You know, but it's just like it was few and far between guys who are defensively efficient. You know, everybody's wants to hit buckets, hit all these razzle threes, and get these fancy dunks and blocks and all that stuff. Well, blocks is on the defensive end. Not gonna excuse that. But you know, guys like the late great Dikembe Mutombo and Patrick Ewing and Keshawn, man, yeah. Thank you, man. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all come in this room, y'all make sure y'all smash that like. You know, you had guys like that, man. Team Elijah, when those guys are doing their part every night on the basketball court. That's one thing I give Anthony Davis credit for. I don't like his attitude. I don't like all the whining he does. I feel like he's a snake in the grass, and he was a big part of why Darvin Ham lost his job too. Like, I can't wait to hope Darvin Ham. I hope to God he becomes the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. They just like destroyed LeBron James and Anthony Davis and all that dirt they pulled. I give Anthony Davis credit. At least he does play defense. LeBron James, don't, man, that dude don't play. He couldn't play defense to save his life. And they got y'all fooled, man. This is weak era of basketball, man. The guys, they don't play defense. They only on one. They play on one side of the floor. But they want all the accolades. They want all the scoring titles. They want the trophies, the MVPs. You know what, LeBron James? That's the reason your ball headed man ain't got no MVP. Every year, y'all know LeBron James whining about the MVP. Well, I don't get MVP. You know what? Start playing defense, nigga. Then you might get the defensive player of the year. You quit walking back, whining and complaining to the referee over a dumb foul. If you get back and actually play some defense, you might get an MVP. Most valuable player means most valuable on both ends of the floor. To help put your team in the best position to win. LeBron James, yes, he's an asset on the offensive end, but he's a liability on the defensive end. No, you're not gonna get MVP, and I hope they keep giving you away from the MVP. That's what you get. But you can get away with cheating the game. Man, I ain't never cheating the game. Last I checked, I can't tell when all you doing is flopping. And then when you know, LeBron James does all those theatrics. You get on the free throw line, only get on there, only make 1 out of 2 every time. Shooting bricks all the time at the 3-point line, free throw line, because he can't shoot. So stop it. Man, y'all, man, y'all better miss me with this stuff, man. So that's how this era of NBA basketball is soft. It ain't nothing like the era that I grew up watching when guys actually went out there and put in the work and played on both ends of the floor and earned the money they got. These guys, man, getting everything handed to them. That's why they such divas. Because they getting these big max deals. I'm going to tell you something. James Harden should have never sniffed a max contract. Should never sniffed him. I ain't know where I even consider giving that dude max money when he don't even put forth any effort on the defensive end of the floor. So I don't want to hear this mess, man. And this y'all's fake king. That's who's leading the charge. This era reflect. I don't care what you say. Call me hater if you want to. LeBron James is the leader of the pack. He don't want to play defense. Everybody else, they pay me hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't have to play but on one end of the floor. And Kawhi Leonard sitting out low managing, missing games, trying to save himself for the playoffs. Man, the game has no more integrity no more, man. None. Zero. So no. That's why you ain't never got. That's why you're not gonna get another MVP. You bum. Try to come out there, put your sorry son in the game in Cleveland, thinking that's gonna be a big deal. Nobody care about your son in Cleveland, and you just got your butts waxed. I don't care about Bronny James going out there on the court with his. Looks like Sports T. I gotta give Sports T credit. Sports T over there putting it down. You know, one of the newer YouTubers I've seen. She's probably been around for a minute, but she's new, I think, to the LDBC Sports T. I'm gonna give her credit. I think her name is Dominique, I think. You know what I'm saying? Just telling the truth about LeBron. Like, Laker fans don't care about LeBron James playing on the court with his sorry son. Don't care about that. Only thing the Laker fans care about is winning. Will you win a championship? We don't care if you get to the Western Conference Finals, get in the finals and lose. Don't come crying to us until you come with a championship. And that mid-card, second-class, low-rate, $2 pay-per-view championship you won last year, that in-season tournament thing that nobody cares about. We don't celebrate mediocrity in Los Angeles. You either win, we celebrate excellence. So you either win a championship or don't come crying to us. You go back to Cleveland where they recognize you almost winning and getting to the final and they putting a tape around your head because you whining and complaining because you blame J.R. Smith and you go and hit the chalkboard when you're in the back. But then you notice that during summer camp you never saw him around with that cast on his head no more because he ain't never an excuse making bum. So y'all, man, miss me with that garbage. I ain't got time for that foolishness. Play defense. Grand Love Sports TV. It's your boy. Shout out to the LDBC, the mighty LDBC.